A drone lifts into the air, not from a polished carbon frame, not from advanced alloys, but from something that looks like it came out of a shipping box. And yet, it lifts and holds itself in the air. For decades, aerial technology followed a predictable path: stronger materials, higher costs, more complexity. Every upgrade pushed machines further away from everyday use, and in environments like defense or surveillance, even losing a single drone could mean losing thousands. So every deployment carried hesitation. Then around 2025, something shifted quietly in Japan. A startup called AirKamuy began testing a different idea: not how to make drones stronger, but how to make them cheap enough to let go. Prototypes appeared in exhibitions, simple in appearance, easy to overlook, but built around a deliberate design. Moving into 2026, that idea is being refined, not into something more complex, but into something more efficient, more practical, more aligned with how technology is actually being used today. The concept feels counterintuitive. The structure is made from reinforced cardboard, carefully cut and folded so each line carries load. If you look closely, you can actually see how the geometry gives it strength, turning something fragile into a functional airframe, lightweight, stable, just strong enough. Inside, everything is reduced to essentials: a small motor, a battery, control electronics, nothing excessive, only what is needed for flight. It arrives flat-packed, panels stacked, components separated. Within minutes, it comes together, wings slide into place, the body locks in, and what looked like packaging becomes a machine ready to leave the ground. Once airborne, it behaves like a lightweight UAV, steady, responsive, capable of covering real distances. But the real difference isn't how it flies, it's how it's used. Because this drone isn't built to be protected, it's built to be deployed. And that idea connects directly to something already unfolding in the real world. In the Russo Ukrainian War, a clear shift is visible. Expensive systems are being complemented, sometimes replaced, by large numbers of low-cost drones, not because they are more advanced, but because they are more available. The same direction is appearing across different regions, from the United States to Iran, not using this exact design, but driven by the same logic: scalable, affordable systems that can be used without hesitation. And that's where this cardboard drone fits, not as a finished solution, but as part of a broader shift from precision machines to abundant ones. In practical terms, this opens new possibilities: training missions where cost no longer limits repetition, swarm deployments where numbers matter more than durability, disaster zones where temporary aerial support can be deployed without worrying about recovery. You can actually see how value shifts from longevity to accessibility, but the limitations remain real. Cardboard is vulnerable to moisture, to environmental stress, to time. These are not machines built to last, and that's not a flaw. It's a trade-off, because solving that would increase cost. There are also questions around regulation and control. When something becomes cheap enough to produce at scale, managing its use becomes more complex, and that part is still evolving. What we're seeing isn't a completed transformation. It's an active phase of experimentation, prototypes being tested, designs being refined, ideas moving into real-world scenarios, but the direction is becoming clearer. Technology is no longer only about building something stronger. Sometimes it's about building something simpler, more replaceable, more aligned with how it will actually be used. And in that shift, the definition of value starts to shift from how long something lasts to how easily it can be used again and again. This is just one of the shifts reshaping modern technology. Subscribe to Dezen to stay ahead of what's coming next.